Lawn bowling is more than just a game. There's no talking on the green.
Genuine 1972 prices.
And nothing this soft. Stick it right up.
From the wide outdoors to the great indoors. Welcome to Without Bias.
Apia, the go-to insurance for retirees. Call 13 50 50. Get set, go. Local legends wanted. A bowls green is just up the road. Search bowls clubs near me.
Hello everyone, welcome to Without Bias for our second show for 2023. Julian Marcus with you once again, and we do it all for Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted, a bowls green is just up the road. Search bowls clubs near me. And our friends at Apia, the go-to insurance for retirees, called 13 50 50. Get set, go. Today on the program, we have Tyson Cromie joining us. He is part of the Pathways Jackaroo program, the National Development Series singles winner. We're also going to be speaking to Serena Bonnell, who is also a right-at-home para-Jackaroo and an AIS Thrive with Pride ambassador ahead of Friday's Rainbow Versatility Pairs event at Club Tweed. So let's get into it. And we start this week with our Player of the Week for Right at Home, the right care, right at home. He is also a right at home Pathway Jackaroo and the National Development Series singles winner as well. A big performance on the Gold Coast recently, and that's why he is our right at home Player of the Week, improving the quality of life for those we serve. Speaking of Tyson Cromie, and he joins me on Without Bias this week. Tyson, welcome to SEN.
Hello, thank you for having me.
Well, first of all, congratulations on your singles win at last week's National Development Series. How much did that mean to you to salute in a field of your peers?
No, it's certainly something that's very special. First year that they've hosted this National Development Series event, so to take out the singles was a huge honour. The Jackaroos family is a really supportive environment to be in, so I felt a lot of love from the group afterwards after winning the singles, so it's certainly very special.
You defeated Nick Cahill in the decider, who's been in pretty good form himself so far this year. How much confidence does that give you going forward?
Yeah, definitely. Nick is one of the rising stars within our group, along with a lot of other players. We're sort of all at similar levels, so it certainly creates a positive but very competitive environment for us all to strive to get better and improve our game. A title like this is certainly something that gives you plenty of confidence moving forward. So, yeah, looking forward to what the future holds.
Tell us about the week that you had up on the Gold Coast and what the National Development Series was designed to do for you and for those that you competed with.
Yeah, it's a good bonding experience for us all. Some of us haven't met before, so that sort of things was really good. As I said, the National Development Series, it's a great initiative by BA. Both men's, ladies and para-athletes all combining. I thought that was a fantastic idea. Just the vibe amongst the group, obviously being mixed in together, is something pretty special. But the event itself, it was designed to mimic an international event, I guess, and prepare us for, some of us aiming to play Com Games and World Bowls Championships in the future. So I guess mimicking what some of those events might be like. We had a couple of guest speakers of a night time as well to finish our days off. So we had a nutrition workshop, along with a mental performance in competition workshop, just to, I guess, talk about what food and what mental components of the game there are, I guess.
You were part of Team Red throughout the tournament with a plethora of stars from both Victoria and around the country. How much does it help you to forge these relationships early on within your time in the high-performance setup?
Yeah, so I was a part of Team Red. It was a great bunch of people to play alongside. Luckily enough, I'd played with Kira and Sophie in my junior career for the under-18s in Victoria. Also, Lucas Protopapis and JR, our coach, also fellow Victorians. I had met Cullen Litfin and Tyson Wilson in the past at previous Australian Opens. and Fred and his director Graham. I hadn't quite met them before, so it was good to meet them. It is certainly very important to gain that positive relationship as early as possible within the Jackaroos. It's quite easy to do that. They're so friendly and welcoming towards each other. It's a really good group of people. Great culture. Started through Gary, Karen, and Alan, along with all the other high performance staff. Just as I said, that culture is next level, and it's just very easy to get along with everyone.
Who have been the biggest influences that you've had around you so far in the national setup? I know you've only been involved in the high performance system for a short time.
Yeah, so I've been in the squads for almost 3 years now. Obviously, JR's my Pathways coach here in Victoria, so he's had a major impact on me, but also outside of that, my family, especially my dad and brother, who are also keen bowlers. They've had a big impact. Also, obviously, Karen and Gary, they've been there for me as well. So it's a really good group, and just loving being a part of it.
We're speaking with Tyson Cromie, our Right at Home player profile for the week, our player of the week, thanks to Right at Home, the right care, right at home. You bowl out of Ocean Grove, Tyson. Tell us about that club and how supportive they've been throughout your journey.
Yeah, so I've been at Ocean Grove now for about 9 months. It's a fantastic club. Very lucky to be given the opportunity to have a job here. Something I only ever dreamed of was having a job in bowls not that long ago. So to be able to live that out, I'm certainly very lucky. The members here are fantastic. I just want to see the club be the best it can be. So, as I said, like the Jackaroos, the club here at Ocean Grove, we have a great culture. It's fantastic down here. I'm loving it.
Your younger brother, Kobe, he's a pretty handy player himself. How's his development coming along, and where's he at the moment?
Yeah, little brother Cobe's a very good bowler in his own right. He's had a decent career for just 16 years of age, that's for sure. His development's coming along nicely. He's just been picked in Victoria's under-18 nationals team yesterday, so he's looking forward to that. He's a good kid too, so I'm very proud of him.
Do you get to take him on when you get out on the green too often?
I've played against him a couple of times. Obviously, we've done plenty of practice sessions against each other over the years. Obviously, want to beat each other. Our singles record over the years is 3-1 in my favour. However, he argues with me that he's got the most important one. He beat me in the under-18 Victorian singles final when he was just 12 years old. But I think I got my revenge on him. I beat him in the club singles final, semi-final, and then beat my dad in the final the year I won my first ever club singles. So, there's certainly a pretty strong rivalry between the two of us, that's for sure.
You think that's only going to grow as the years progress?
Yes, definitely. As we get older, both get better, I guess. That rivalry will continue to grow. I'm obviously very proud of him. I want to see him do his best. But when I come to play him, I certainly want to beat him, that's for sure.
So what does the rest of 2023 look like for you?
Debuting for Victoria in early August against New South Wales. So for the Open men's team. So from that, I'll be looking to then mount my case to play against WA in September and hopefully Nationals in October over in Perth. Certainly got the VBL coming up. Also representing Ocean Grove in that. So pennant season's not too far away either. So there's certainly plenty of bowls on coming up, that's for sure.
Well, congratulations on your recent success, and we wish you well with what lies ahead.
No worries. Thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
That's Tyson Cromie, our player of the week for Right at Home, the right care, right at home. He's a Right at Home Pathway Jackaroo, the National Development Singles Series winner, and he's going to be a name to keep an eye on in the years to come. On the other side of this break, we'll be joined by Serena Bonnell, who's a right-at-home Para Jackaroo and AIS Thrive with Pride ambassador. Friday is the Rainbow Versatility Pairs event at the Club Tweed. We're going to learn all about that on the other side of this. This is Without Bias on your home of sport, SEN. It's all thanks to Apia, proudly supporting Bowls Australia and for Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted. Search bowls clubs near me. Welcome back to Without Bias here on SEN. We do it thanks to Apia, proudly supporting Bowls Australia and Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted. Search bowls clubs near me. It's time to get to our next guest, and of course it is all for Apia, proudly supporting Bowls Australia. She is a right-at-home Para Jackaroo and an AIS Thrive with Pride ambassador. This Friday, the Rainbow Versatility Pairs event will take place at Club Tweed, a fantastic part of the world. And it's my pleasure to welcome Serena Bonnell to SEN to tell us all about it. Serena, welcome.
Thanks for having me, Julian.
So tell us about what's coming up on Friday at Club Tweed, the Rainbow Versatility Pairs event. Tell us a bit of what it is and what we can expect.
So it's a versatility pairs format where you play 3 different formats of pairs, and it sends a great message about how versatile our game can be in each discipline. The overarching theme of the event is to promote LGBTIQ+ inclusion and demonstrate how awesome our game is for everyone. And excitingly, it's a BA ranked event. It's going to be live streamed, so the Gold Coast Tweed District media team have agreed to live stream the event. So a big thanks to Robbie Allen and Brian Marshall for agreeing to do that for me.
And it's going to be hosted at the Club Tweed. It's your new club, so tell us how supportive they have been of yourself since you've come on board and the event itself.
Well, of me, they've been super supportive and super welcoming. We had our first 2 rounds of First Division pennant, and it's been a blast. Go O's! Whoop, whoop. Of the event, Club Tweed have a very progressive board who are forward-thinking, as is CEO Jared Robinson, and it's because of that mindset that Club Tweed was the first that I approached to run an event of this nature, and they celebrate all members of their club. So the event closely aligns with their culture and their mindset. And I've got to say that Wayne Turley and Emma Boyd have been nothing but brilliant in helping me nut out all the details in running the event and plan on helping me on the day.
So tell us about some of the big names that are going to be taking part on Friday.
Well, we have the Australian Institute of Sport. They're obviously attending as some Bowls Australia representatives. We have a full playing field, and of the players of note, we've got former Jackaroo Nathan Rice. We've got a couple of Para Jackaroos in Cheryl Linfield and Damien Delgado. We've got international representatives, including Canadian Emma Boyd, New Zealanders Serena Matthews and Bronwyn Stevens, Irish representatives Chloe Wilson and Shauna O'Neill, and I'm running out of breath, but the list goes on.
You mentioned the AIS in passing there. You were Thrive with Pride ambassador at the AIS. What drove you to take on that role?
Well, as a para, I feel very connected to any conversation regarding diversity and inclusion, and I'll always advocate for inclusion in all of its facets. But as a mother of 2 little girls, my heart breaks at the thought that they would ever feel excluded or that have to hide a part of themselves or feel unsafe in any way, and that hurts me on a human level. So I want to advocate for inclusion in all of its facets, and I want the next generation to never feel excluded or not accepted within our society or within our sport.
How important has the Thrive with Pride program been in trying to close the gap in that regard?
Well, for me, I've got to say that it's been enlightening and educational, and I really didn't understand or know much about how to push and support members of the rainbow community in accessing sport and in participating in sport and feeling safe to do so. So it's been enlightening and educational for me, and it's given me that platform where I can consider ways in which I can help, and that's where this event has really come to mind.
We're speaking with Serena Bonnell ahead of Friday's Rainbow Versatility Pairs event at Club Tweed. And you're one of the most passionate people in the sport when it comes to Serena, and that comes through very quickly when speaking to you. Talk to us about why that is. Well, you've mentioned some reasons of why that is important to you, but I guess to explain to us about how you've been able to put that in practice and how that motivates you to continue in this space.
It's just something that burns in me. I want my legacy not to be my achievements on the green or my academic achievements or work achievements. I want them to be unknown. So I don't really want to know the extent that I've had an impact, just that I've woken up every day and I've decided every day to try and have a positive impact in society. So, it's just a decision that I've made every day, and I hope that one day my girls get to say that I made a change.
And how do you feel that will continue over the next 3 years? Do you feel confident about how that progress is being made and what you're seeing as far as transformation in the scene?
Yeah, we're doing amazing things, and Bowls Australia in particular, they're leading the way in inclusion and in diversity and that space. So I'm excited for the future, and I really wouldn't want to be anywhere else in terms of bowls and in terms of sport, because I really feel like we're pushing the movement and we're forging a way for everybody else.
Well, on the green, Serena, it's had a pretty good year thus far, it has to be said. Gold at the Multi-Nations World Championship selection. How have you summed up your year thus far?
Yeah, look, it's been reasonable. I'm pretty happy to date with my achievements individually and also my achievements with Cheryl. And I'm looking forward to us building on that and moving on to Worlds.
To get to wear the green and gold, does it still become an emotional moment when you pull on the green and gold shirt?
Yeah, it's still spine tingling. And my girls have actually never seen me wear the green and gold. They didn't attend Multi-Nations, and obviously Birmingham was a long way away. So this World's opportunity is the first time they're going to get to see me wear the green and gold, and yeah, that's exciting.
How important is this going to be the biggest event that you've participated in because of that fact?
I don't know if it'll be the biggest. Obviously, Birmingham was pretty big, but it will definitely be different. You know, there's nothing like representing in your home clubs at your host nation. So yeah, like it will be brilliant, and I can't wait.
You mentioned Cheryl Linfield, your Birmingham teammate. You get to team with her again. Tell us about that relationship that you have with her.
Well, opportunities to play together like Birmingham and like Multi-Nations and the Trans-Tasman, they're forever binding, and you forge memories that continue on with you both as an individual and as a partnership. We were both excited to get the opportunity to represent at Multi-Nations together, and also now with our world selection, and we're really looking forward. We feel good as a combo. We're very confident together and very supportive of each other, so we feel good going into Worlds as our combination.
What's the most important aspect of a partnership like that? What is it that makes you and Cheryl so special?
Compatibility. I believe that you play your best bowls with a team that you're compatible with and you feel comfortable and confident with. So compatibility always beats skill.
So as far as the remainder of the year, we've mentioned Worlds coming up. What else have you got ahead in the pipeline in the world of bowls for the remainder of the year?
So we've got, obviously we're still pursuing First Division pennant with Club Tweed. And then after Worlds, I have hopefully selection pending nationals in WA, and then I've got a couple of other things that I've got lined up for November.
And just before we let you go, just give us the times for Friday's event at Club Tweed, and if we want to watch, how we can do so.
So, as you said, Julian, it's Club Tweed, July 21st. It's 3 games all day on Friday. You can come down to the club to celebrate. We've got a full field and plenty that you can watch. and celebrate with us, or you can watch some great games on the Gold Coast Tweed District Media Group live stream and show your support in that way.
And also, if we want to learn some more about the Thrive with Pride program that you're a part of, how would we find more information?
So you'll be able to find that information on the Australian Institute of Sport page, and also Bowls Australia will direct any of your questions that you may have.
Well, Serena, you're doing some amazing work. Continue to do so both on and off the green, and thank you so much for spending some time with us here on SEN.
Appreciate it.
Serena Bonnell joining us here on Without Bias, and make sure you get around that event on Friday, the Rainbow Versatility Pairs event at Club Tweed. So that takes us out for another edition of Without Bias. My thanks to Serena Bonnell as well as Tyson Cromie, and my big thanks to our partners, Apia, the go-to insurance for retirees. Call 1350 50. Get set, go. And Bowls Australia. Local legends wanted. A Bowls Green is just up the road. Search Bowls clubs near me. We'll be back next week with another edition of Without Bias. Until then, enjoy your week. Enjoy your time out on the green. We'll be back here again next week for more Without Bias on SEN.